What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Westy from Nation TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely leave comments below, like this video, okay, and subscribe. Likes, comments help get the videos viewed. All right, and yeah, follow me on all social media, Twitter and Instagram, Nation TV. I feel so weird doing these videos now. I've been doing this for so long, and it's just weird, okay? But get into all of my videos that I will be doing. Also follow me on and support me on my original content producing platform, watchactv.com. I'm excited. I'm smiling in this video because one of my favorite shows on television, is television like still a thing? It's still a thing. One of my favorite shows on television right now is The Challenge, right? Not The Challenge USA, but The Challenge proper, okay? And, you know, I was watching, segue real quick, and I go off on a tangent sometimes. I was watching YouTube, some chick, don't know her name, don't have a link in the description, none of that stuff. I just saw her, and she had a thumbnail that was showing Halle Bailey as a Little Mermaid with a question at why, and her face like going like this or something on the thumbnail. Again, don't recall her name, but black girl, all right? So I watched her video, and I have to say, there are a lot of strong points that she made, valid points that she made in the video. And I kind of stand on the side of her more so than the latter, right? And the reason being is because one thing that she said that made sense to me and that resonated with me, because I've seen it in life and it happens to me, and people actually did it to me when I recasted on my show, is that when you put something in front of someone and they become used to it and they get attached to it and or like it, love viewing it, love watching it, hold it dear to them in any way, shape, or form, okay? People don't like when you rearrange it, change it, switch it, move it, you know, touch it, breathe it, rate this, make it, and it must automatic. People don't like when you do that to something that they've grown attached to, okay? Let me give you some examples. Rick from The Walking Dead, okay? He wasn't recasted, but he was taken out of the show. Okay? Matter of fact, let's talk about all the slew of deaths to the main characters that we've grown to love. Like 17 seasons, we've grown to love these people. And then all of a sudden the writers, oh, let's kill them. Let's kill this one. Let's kill this one. Let's kill this one. And then now they're gone. Ever since, I forget his name. Ever since the Asian guy was killed off with the baseball bat, Walking Dead was never the same. Okay? People drew back from it. Another example, and she gave the example in her video, Aunt Viv being recasted mid-season in a phenomenal show that we as people loved viewing, okay, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they recast Aunt Viv, and it was never the same since. Never the same, right? Let me see, let me give another example. My show, The Mister, I had to recast the character Avery. All right? People didn't like that. People didn't care about it. It was not cool for them. Or another example, prime example for me as a content viewer or content creator and watcher of MCU proper, right? I have been dying for a Storm to be born and realized, okay? An accurate portrayal of Storm. Storm from the comics. Not some Storm that I've created in my brain or some vision that I want to see of Storm. Storm from the comics. I want her realized in real life. I want her chocolate skin on my screen. I want her as powerful as she is in the comics. I want her realized. Okay? What we got was Halle Berry. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. Basically, I said all of that crap to say that the Challenge USA is not the Challenge proper, and no one asked for it. No one wanted it. And if they did, I'm not that person, right? I like the normalcy of my shows. You know, Challenge 25, Challenge 27, Challenge 38 with the people that I've grown to love and have gotten connected to. And I'm explaining something. When I was watching the whole review or preview to the first episode or whatever with the 6 vets. Everyone that has watched my reviews know that I just do not care for Johnny Bananas and what he did to Sarah. That was trash. It was trash. It was trash. And something tells me that they're going to have the ending be this kind of like similar. Do you keep the money for yourself or do you give it to your ride or die? I just feel like MTV is going to be that trash to these people. But whatever. People know I do not like Johnny Bananas. But I was ecstatic seeing him on my screen. There was a sense of nostalgia. There was a sense of like, yo, he's back. Okay, I still don't like him, but cool. But he wasn't by himself. I don't care for Nani either. Nani is like, okay, what do I like about this? This video is probably going to be long and it's going to be a tangent. What do I like about Nani? I like that she doesn't take crap, and that's what I like about her. I like that she's in your face, she defends herself, and she's cool in that aspect. Everything else I just don't like about her. She doesn't win challenges. She messed up Leroy's chance at winning a challenge. Finally winning a freaking final, and then he retires. Like what? Like Nani is whatever. Okay, then we have Veronica. I've seen Veronica on All Stars. She's done well. She's back. Okay, cool. Whatever. Darrell, I've always loved Darrell. Always respected Darrell. Cool, he's back. Anissa, I love Anissa. She can't win a final. She can't win a show to save her life, but she's always getting injured. She's having knee surgery now. But I love Anissa. She's great. Jordan and I have like a love-hate relationship. Majority of his challenge career, because they do get paid for this stuff, I've loved him. But then he went after and attacked and said some choice things that I just didn't really care for. His character changed. And I was like, who the hell is this? Like, what? Like, what the hell? And then he comes back and he redeems himself and okay, great, right? All that to say that I've connected with these people. We have our ups and downs, and I love seeing them on my screens, which is why they get paid a weekly or episodic stipend to be a part of this. They don't just do this for kicks and giggles, all right? They get paid for this stuff. There's a reason why they need to get paid for this stuff, because people like me like seeing them, okay? What? It's embedded in our brains. Like, you can't have the challenge without Bananas. You can't have the challenge without CT. You can't have the challenge without Anissa. You can't have the challenge without Darrell. You can't have the challenge without Wes. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, why are we the Challenge USA and none of our vets are on it? What? They shouldn't have called it the challenge. They should have called it something else, and maybe I would have given it a shot. But because now I've gone 8 minutes and ranting and raving about. Anyways, listen, I just love the fact that the challenge is back, and I'm super excited. And I have a ton of notes, okay? Ride or Die is the season. I could have swore they've done this before. I don't know why they're making it seem like they've never done this before, but I'm not one of those YouTube channels that's gonna, like, analyze and do all this research and, you know, have all this super edited video and I have the stats. That's not me over here on this channel. I'm a regular dude, okay? I don't have time to be all these stats and stuff. Like, what? No. We're people. You're going to watch my video and I'm going to rant. I'm taking it back to the old-fashioned ways of YouTube, okay? And hopefully you guys watch, and hopefully you leave comments, okay? Be a ranter with me, and let's adopt similar connections despite our differences. Can we do that? Ride or Die. Jordan and Anissa are paired up. Don't know why Jordan decided to do that, because Anissa is a liability. I love Anissa, but she's always a liability. She gets through challenges. She's won quite a few of them. She's won eliminations, but she's a liability. She gets hurt easily. It is what it is. Bananas and Nani. Nani is a liability because she's never won anything. And will she ever? I promise you she's not winning this season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's get to the end of it. The end will probably be in December. The finale will be in December. She's not winning. I'm saying it right now. Veronica and Darrell. Darrell has been slipping lately. Okay, I still love him, but he's been slipping, you know? He's never gotten to have, you know, back-to-back wins, whereas CT currently does. But, you know, I still love Darrell. He's still a comp beast, but he has to get over this fear of heights thing. Like, you've been doing like 1 million competitions now, and you're still scared of heights? I don't understand it. His daughter said it right. In order to grow, you have to go through uncomfortable situations, or whatever she said. Right? And then Veronica, meh. Almost 20 years in the game. Wow. What do you have to be a ride or die? Well, you know, Darrell says that the first 3 wins he owes to Veronica. Didn't really know that, but okay, if that's how we're going to tie each other in, great. Jordan and Anissa started rivals too. Jordan said they made it to the finals because of the girls. Anissa says because Tori is his ex, they kept us close. He makes her feel safe. Aw. I would have never thought that Jordan would pair up with Anissa because Anissa is a liability physically. Like, Jordan is a comp beast that wants to win competitions. How is he doing that with Anissa? I don't know. But maybe he can, like, reel her in and, like, maybe they get far. Who knows? Veronica says you did All-Stars with Kayla, and that she did All-Stars with Kayla, and she brought her husband, Sam. They met in the DMs. They've only been married. They're the only married couple in the game. The Nani says she knows Sam. I bet she does. Laurel and Jack. She met Jack on a show, Laurel's 7th season. I feel like this is Laurel's 30th season. Like, does it feel that way with you? Like, I know the researchers and the searchers and all that will get the stats, but I feel like watching the show that Laurel's been on 25 episodes. 25 seasons, you know? It's just interesting seeing her. She's a comp beast. I like her because she's all about the competition. Jack seems like he's gonna be like a cool dude. I can vibe with Jack for right now. Darrell is still afraid of heights. His daughter says you have to be uncomfortable to grow. Nani has been doing it for 11 years and has not won anything. Amber from Big Brother and Chauncey, her boyfriend, won double agents. 3rd season, Chauncey is fine as hell. Like, what happened to the light-skinned brother? Maybe they didn't work out, but Chauncey is fine. And I just hope that Amber is with a dude that is serious about her. Because Amber seems to, like, obviously get the fine men to, like, want her. But, like, do they stay? I don't know. But I love Amber, though. Nani says she loves Casey and they are still together. Who cares? Why aren't they ride or dies? That was my question. If they're so madly in love, why aren't they ride or dies? Is it because she knows that Nani's already coming on the show? It's not going to be a shocker? Like, what? I wonder. I don't know. Whatever. Johnny and Raven, rookies. He's a track star. He's a runner. He's a track star. Johnny is fine as hell. That's all I'm going to say about that. Does he have an OnlyFans? Listen, I'm a regular dude and I rant about this stuff. That's my platform. That's what I do. Jay and Michelle. Michelle won Survivor. Wasn't she on the show before? I thought she was. They made it sound like this is her first time on the show. But I'm like, she has been on the show before. This is her 2nd season, right? Anissa says she's friends with Michelle. Anissa's friends with everyone. Jordan says you have to know how to survive the house. Nelly and Nerese. They used to date Nelson's 9th season. Now, everybody knows I'm a fangirl for Nelson. Nelson is fine as hell. Nelson has an OnlyFans. And yeah, he doesn't do much on it, but like, wow. Nelson is a beautiful specimen of a man. Good Lord Jesus. I have a feeling that Nelson's not going to win this either for whatever reason. He's going to be booted off. But I love the fact that he's still trying, and I love seeing him on my screens. Even though he's not Real Worlds or Road Rules proper, he came from Are You the Freaking One. Corey came from Are You the Freaking One. There are quite a few people that came from those subpar shows, and like, I love them in the challenge now. They're invested in the challenge. Nelly's one of those people. For me, anyway. They mentioned Fessy and Nelson's drama. Like, they were already on another challenge after their drama. Weren't they? Or were they not? Or was it just, and it was just in public, like it was just public conception that they were like talking and back cool or whatever the case may be. Or were they? I don't know. Y'all leave it in the comments. I could have swore they were on TV again before. I could be wrong. Anyways, eliminations will be in the zone. Annalise and Tommy met on Big Brother. I never really was a fan or cared for Annalise. I always liked Tommy. I thought Tommy was cool. Devin and Tori. Devin's 7th challenge, 2 finals. Tori's 7th challenge, 3 finals. I feel like these people have been on way more challenges, but I guess not. They bring up Tori and Jordan on War of the World 2. Jordan is worried and he doesn't know how he will feel. This will be the first time they have seen each other since breaking up. Jordan is messy, and I think he probably came on this show and used Anissa to get on the show to see Tori. In my opinion. I could be wrong. Who knows? Colleen from The Mole and Kim. Kim and Colleen look like twins. Olivia from Love Island, she won. Horatio from a show where they did obstacles and they know each other since 2014. Odd pairing in my mind. Horatio just seems plucked out of somewhere, and so does Olivia. Like what? Veronica says there are there any vets you can't trust? Jordan says we will be grieve in the end. We will be. I don't know what the hell I wrote. Don't know what I wrote, but whatever. Nani says they were cool, and then the next season he was different. Turbo is back. I love seeing Turbo. Turbo is cool. Turbo is a bit aggressive. Like, can you imagine Turbo during sex? He's like, I am got your con. I could just see. Let me stop before he like comes after me. Like, what? Turbo's crazy. But I love Turbo though. Love you, Turbo. Don't punch me. The episode, Ride or Die. Okay, let's sum up the preview episode, right? I'm smiling watching through this. My heart is dipped in gravy watching this. Even though I don't care for bananas and don't care for Nani. The other 4 kind of saved it for me, right? And even though I don't like, all 6 of them save it. Let me give them that. I was excited seeing what I know to be a part of this season. I was like, I was not even like Turbo. Anyways, let's get to the show real quick. Don't Die for Me Argentina episode 1. This is Ride or Die. They arrive in yachts. Very fancy, real bougie-esque. You have Michelle, second season, first to talk. Laurel brings Jack. Turbo with Tamara. Kayla with Sam. Nerese with Nelson. Okay? She was on Are You the One? She was on X on the Beach. She was on Love Lies. She was on Blind Love. She was on all the love shows. She's beautiful, right? She's beautiful. She's beautiful, damn it. Annalise with Tommy. They cried on the confessional, which is just weird. Michelle and Jay. I love Jay, right? Fessy and Mariah. Mariah just looks diesel. Turbo argued with Laurel over not sharing the champagne. I am mother come. You know, Turbo is just crazy. Tori and Devin. They run to the house like crazy. Amber and Chauncey. You know, they come on the screen showing their love. I think it's interesting that Jay, Johnny, Turbo, and Chauncey all are in one room. That's an interesting dynamic. I like Jay because he beat CT in the eliminations, and he was like really like the dark horse in his season. On quite a few seasons, he's always like the dark horse. I like Jay. I think Jay is cool. What is the guy's name that has like the kid now, and he's famous for betraying one of his friends? Is it not Corey? What the freak is his name? Cute white dude. He has a kid, and he was fighting real hard to like, and he had a brother, and he fought his brother on the show. What is his name? I don't remember his name. But like, I don't even know why I brought him up, but it's like people like that. It's like you just, I don't know. I don't know why I brought him up. I went on a tangent. My bad. But like he reminds me of Jay. Like he's the Jay. I think that's what I was trying to say. Like he's another Jay. Like people like him are so cool. I can't remember the guy's name. Johnny and Raven, they've always been attracted to each other. He admits to being a flirt, clearly, because he's fine as hell. He's like the new Nelson. Tori asks Sam, are you ready to eat cow dick? And he says yes. Tori talks to Casey about her brother, reigning champion, Casey's 4th season. Who cares? Nelly gives the Knight's toast. And he was trying to fill the shoes of bananas, but no one can fill the shoes of bananas. And Nelson just looked real silly. Like, he looked real silly. But I love Nelson, so it's okay. Like, you know, he's been there quite a few seasons. Like, he feels compelled to do it. But I don't know. It just was like, what, Nelson? Like, okay, sit down. Sit down and be fine. And win, please. Kayla says, I have sexually, just don't say. Oh, Kayla said to Sam, because apparently Sam has the gift of gab and likes to like talk a lot or whatever. They're a beautiful, gorgeous husband and wife, I think so. I've always liked Kayla. I've always been a fan of hers. She takes no crap, right? I didn't like how she cheated in All Stars with, I'm bad with names. I want to say her name is, I don't know her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that was just madly in love with Jordan all of a sudden after they were like enemies for forever. But her, like she cheated against her. Nari? What the hell is her name? Anyways, y'all leave it in the comments. I'm sorry, I'm just a regular old dude, okay? And I forget things. But I liked Kayla, and Kayla was like, I'll do anything sexually to you if you just don't say anything. And I'm like, you could do anything sexually to him whenever. Like, that man's fine. Sam is fine, and he seemed like a really nice guy. Norris and Johnny started flirting with each other on the plane coming to Argentina. Raven speaks with Nelson. Raven wanted to build something with Johnny. Aww. But you know who you're in bed with. Fessy speaks to Colleen in the jacuzzi, and she was on Love Island, Germany. Lied. She was a mole, and she won the show Mole. And who is she lying to already? Fessy. And who's falling for it? Fessy. Because every time Fessy comes on these shows, he's only looking at the twat and not the cash. And he's, you know, betraying his friends for the twat. Like, what? Oh, my God. Like what? Like, Fessy is a douche, whatever. Anyways, Jack says he looked up everyone and he knows that Colleen was on the mall. I like Jack. Jack seems messy, but like messy in your face. Ooh, the shade at the end though. Anyways, Casey and Kenny had to leave the game. Yes! I don't care if you're a Casey fan out there. I'm not. And I know Jay is going to be like, whatever, because he likes Casey or whatever. I'm not a KC fan, Jay. You know this. You watch my videos. I'm not a KC fan, and I'm not a KC fan for how she treated Bailey all those summers ago in Big Brother. Washed. And she like snuck her way to the end and then started winning, and then she became like, what? Trash. KC is just trash. She's trash for how she treated Bailey, and I will never, ever forgive her for how she treated Bailey. Granted, Bailey is, you know, married to a millionaire and they live in mansions and they buy mansions all over the world. Swaggy, I'm talking about Swaggy, and they have this beautiful, gorgeous daughter. Oh, beautiful family. So Bailey ain't worried about nobody's reality TV right now. But, and damn for sure ain't worried about nobody's Casey. But at the same time, I will never like her. I will never like Casey on TV. I don't know her personally. Personally, she'd probably be cool. I doubt it. But whatever. I will never like her. It's not my thing. Oh, I'm so glad Josh is not on this show. I'm so glad. Josh, Fessy, and Casey, all one and the same, all trash. I never care to have them on my show ever again. On my TV screens ever again. But that's just me. I don't know these people, but whatever. I know what they show me on TV and I don't like it. Period. The challenge is bolas for blood. It's like a trivia game or like, you know, answer this question kind of game where you're digging in a mud pit and grabbing balls and, you know, putting it on the answer cue. Whatever. It was all right. I'm like, they didn't know what cumulative meant. Can't even say it and I'm talking shit. But whatever. It was a wash kind of a challenge. Raven and Johnny ends up winning and I'm like, how did they beat all of those people? You know, Raven kind of looked like she wasn't athletic at all, but the fact that she was able to get through made sense. Jay and Michelle almost won though, and that would have been awesome if Jay and Michelle would have won because I just like Jay. But Johnny is just, he's great to look at. If he has an OnlyFans, let me know because he's the new Nelson and he wins. And you know what's really interesting is that he's really like pro at this. I don't know if these people be getting like pointers from the producers and like, hey, you should do this and hey, you should do this. But he walks into deliberation like a real badass pro, like telling Raven, this is what I want to do, this is what we should do. But at the same time, he's like listening to her opinion and like wondering what she thinks as well, you know? Like he's not a dog, at least not on my screens. He's not a dog, right? So it was interesting. I was like, okay, like he knows what he's doing. He decides to put Ballsy, Sam and Kayla, Tori and Devin, and freaking Colleen and Kim, and freaking Jack and Laurel. And, you know, and one side he's like, I don't want to make a deal. I'm not talking about a deal. But then he's like, what can y'all do for me? Okay, I understand that you're trying to make some noise. I get that. I understand that you're trying to solidify some, you know, side kind of contracts, although you don't want to say that it's a deal. But I feel like he was pissing off the wrong people, in my opinion. I feel like if you've done your research and you've been on this show before, you should make nice with these vets. You know, you shouldn't just throw them up against each other. And like, what? Like, and you don't know how everything's going to be decided upon. So for me, I feel like, I don't know. I just didn't like, I don't know. I was wondering where his, like, I feel like he should have had 2 rookie teams, 2 rookie pairs, and 2, you know, vet pairs, or something along those lines, and made like deals with that. But either way, you still didn't know what was going to be the outcome for the zone, right? And so we get to the zone, and of course, you know, not of course, but Johnny and Raven pick Kayla and Sam to go down. Okay, cool, whatever. Ooh, okay. And then Kayla's like, bad mistake. All right, like Laurel and Kayla are all saying bad mistake when they're reading like their names or whatever. And I'm like, girl, y'all ain't no guarantee that y'all coming back. And like, I have no affiliation to y'all. I don't owe y'all. So, you know, I was on the side of like Raven and Johnny, but at the same time, I was like, they're making quick moves really fast. Like, you know, you need to understand the tone of the game first. At least that's my mindset. But whatever. Kayla and Sam are going down, and we have the other 3 pairs there. They have to pull daggers out of a rock. And I'm like, I understand the symbolism with the dagger, because apparently you're going to have to knife someone in the back in order to save yourself. All right? You know, Tori and Devin get a blank. Laurel and Jack get a blank. And then Colleen and Kim get safe. And with the power of safety, they have the ability to pull another pair off. I don't like this rock thing. The reason why I don't like this rock thing is because I have really no say over whether or not I'm going to go into elimination or not. I just have to pull the safe out of the dagger. I like the safe picking someone else to leave with them, cool, but the whole me not having any say in my fate kind of thing and just leaving it up to chance is not cute to me. And the fact that I do go up, let's say I do go up against someone, I beat them, there's no power that comes with that. There's nothing I get to do to go against the person that picked me to be in this predicament in the first place. I don't really know how I feel about that. It seems kind of corny to me. Like, everybody was like, yes, this is great. Turbo was like, this is great, after Turbo wanted to beat up Devin because Devin was pulling out the dagger, it's real, or whatever. Anyways, the moral of this story is don't mess with Turbo, Devin. And Devin actually apologizes because he's a punk. But I would apologize too. I would have never said anything to Turbo. Fuck, like, what are you talking about? I would have never said anything to Turbo. But anyways, it just seemed corny to me. Like, I felt like it would have been juicy. It would have been juicy if you pulled out, and I don't even like the whole dagger bit, but if you pull out the dagger, right? And not like safe. Okay, she won safe, right? But now what happens is the whole audience, the rest of the players, have to pick who goes in the battle, and they all vote there. I feel like it would have been great if there was like a drop box or something, or a vote box, and the pairs, you see the pairs, and they boop, I want them to go in, or boop, I want them, and at the end, you get picked. That would have been so dramatic, so messy, so all over the place, so wonderful. It would have just been amazing. And then the onus for the onus to be left on the final 2 pairs. So, right, the whole house votes, right? We get what the house wants, and then we're back to the 2 people that won, and they have to decide which of the final 2 goes. Do they take the house pick, or do they do their pick? Because they're ultimately the freaking winners, and they won. That would have been hot. I feel like that would have just been like blew up the house. Like, what? Like, so many decisions, so many choices to make, but the whole pulling out of a rock and you're safe and I want you to come back with me, that was trash. TJ could have thought of something else. He could have thought of something else, and that just would have been hot. But I really feel like the whole full vote in person right there, and then the final deciding factor is on the two winners. That would have been hot. Anyways, I'm super stoked that we're back with a real challenge proper show. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys think about it. Let me know. Leave your comments below. All right. And yeah, go follow all my other YouTube channels. I have Watch ACTV as a YouTube channel, which has my platform and my stuff on it. And also go and watch my West the Critic show. I'm going to be trying to do more on there. I'm going to do more on there. Anyways, love you guys for watching.